Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. First, let me ask you to applaud yourselves because you are the ones with the staying power who have stayed till the very end. And it's my sincere hope that those who have left will still capture the flavor of some of the very important presentations that came after them. Nowadays, everything is on video. Everything finds its way to YouTube or to WhatsApp groups. On my part, initially I was supposed to give a vote of thanks mixed with a farewell speech. But there have been so many thank yous from the three Endeavor, the three musketeers, the three Endeavor past, two past CEOs and the current one, Riayo, that I won't dwell so much on thanking you again. And I've already made you clap for yourselves for having the staying power. So I will just take you back to the genesis of this adventure and why some of us believed in it and why it is still etched in our memory. Because it embodies the spirit of what we've achieved together since 2018. Because we dared to dream in 2018 and today it has become a reality. I still remember vividly J-Deep, who introduced me. J-Deep, along with J-Deep Gulab, along with Faisal El-Khalil, and also Suresh Telaram. Please, let's get it very straight because these things are important. J-Deep, I believe, amongst other things, has an Indian passport. Suresh has an Indian and probably a British passport. And Faisal has a Lebanese passport. The three, I'm telling this story because it is true. The three of them approached me. And they said, there's Endeavor that exists around the world in a number of countries. They have been here in Nigeria for a long time. They are not Nigerians, but that they think it's time that Nigeria also developed a chapter. So I asked them very simply, what is involved in developing a chapter in Nigeria? Because I knew of Endeavor Nigeria, but I was not up to date with the process of establishing a chapter. So they told me, look, the most important thing is that every chapter is self-financing. So which means that there must be enough people, board members in country or wherever they live, willing to put together annual contributions to fund a local chapter. Because that's the formula. Every chapter funds itself. So basically they were approaching me, asking me whether I was going to join them to fund a Nigerian chapter. I told myself, for goodness sake, if two Indians and a Lebanese can put money down to fund a chapter in Nigeria, how the hell do I get to refuse as a Nigerian when I fully understand that the benefit of this endeavor is for young Nigerians of the future? So I gladly agreed to join them, and that was how the story began. Then Bolaji Balogun came on board, and very quickly, we had a chapter that we knew was financially viable because we also had Yemila Lude, Michelle Elegbe, and Halima Dangote joined, and Amy Jadesimi, and Andrew Ali. So there were 10 directors. And if we were contributing $50,000 per annum each, we knew that covered the budget. So we could tell Endeavor Global that, yes, we are ready. And that was the birth of the Nigerian chapter. Of course, since then, Faisal El-Khalil, who dragged me in, has moved on after 5 years and replaced by his son, Sari El-Khalil. And then also, we were joined later by Tokumbo Ishmael, who is not here today. And then, when I was now exiting after 5 years, and please don't ask me why 5 years, that was the contract from the beginning. I only agreed to do it for the first 5 years. You can't do anything forever. So when my 5 years was up, I was replaced on the board by GB Agbola of Flutterwave and by Christian Wessels. So please clap for the pair of them. So together, we formed this chapter. And I think together, we have a formula that ensures that this chapter can grow from strength to strength. Because I always say that the test of an establishment, when you create something new, is whether you have an arrangement that ensures that it can endure. And this arrangement can endure. And One other question I will answer, because even some in this room asked me, but if you've stopped being chairman from middle of this year, and Bolaji is the chairman, why are you not staying on the board? I explained that to the board members, that from a corporate governance perspective, I don't believe in it. I think the correct thing is that if a chairman should move into something like alumni, so Bolaji knows that I'm available at his beck and call, but not for the chairman to remain in the boardroom, which indirectly undermines the new chairman. Because out there'll be confusion. Somebody will say up chair, they will both turn around. So please, when I say up chair now, it's Bolaji, no confusion. So I will bring this matter to an end. I've already mentioned the three musketeers. I've thanked the three ladies. Interestingly, somebody told me, I'm not sure if it is true, that the Chinese symbol for noise is that they sketch three ladies under a roof. But these three musketeers help to keep me on track. And Irayo is the last in the chain, and we know that in her own case, she will stay much longer. Please clap for Irayo. I also want to extend, therefore, my appreciation to all the directors of Endeavor Nigeria, past and present. And of course, gratitude to Linda Rothenberg, the co-founder and CEO of Endeavor Global. You heard a video today. As well as Adrian Garcia Arayos, the president of Endeavor, and the entire global team from Endeavor Capitalist team to the Insights team. These people, their spirit has been instrumental in making Endeavor a global force for change. And I'm happy that Nigeria, too, is a vital part of that global force. So finally, I would just sincerely appreciate all the speakers today. Some of them, what they said was so convincing and so important. The sponsors, the partners, all the guests who are in here, and those who joined virtually on YouTube, your collective contribution has driven our success. And I'm grateful for the collaboration and support that has defined this journey. As I bid farewell to this role, I do so with a heart full of gratitude, pride, and optimism for the future of Endeavor Nigeria. The conversations we've catalyzed today alone are not just dialogues, but the building blocks of a brighter, more innovative tomorrow. And my final side comment is that somebody asked me, I won't embarrass the person by saying, but if I'm leaving the board after 5 years, shouldn't there be a send-off party? I said, I don't want a culture of wasting funds in Endeavor. So just hand me the microphone at one of your usual events, and I will say my farewell. On that note, I thank you all, and God bless all of you.